I need advice. So, 2 appointments this week had to be booked in the afternoon, which means Joe will be sleeping. And originally, I'm like, not a big deal. I'll just take the bus. But I forgot about the fact that I have my stupid KAFO'S and my stupid adaptable shoes. Don't get me wrong. I love the KAFO'S in aspect of what they do for me. They've given me a lot of mobility back. I've been able to walk more often than not. They're heavy, they're awkward, they're uncomfortable. I dislike them, but I wear them because of the fact they allow me to walk more than I have before. It's things like when I go to my nurse appointment, I don't have to be in my wheelchair anymore. I don't have to take the elevator anymore. Now, I still take the elevator up because I don't have the stamina to be able to climb up the stairs yet. However, I do take the stairs back down, which is a huge improvement from where I was prior to my KAFO'S. So, I realized that I need to try to get these things on by myself. And so, it took me about 15-20 minutes, and it was a real fucking struggle. But I got my KAFO'S on. Good. Gold. Awesome. Halfway there. Now I have to try to get my boots on. Now, my boots are those Billy-style shoes, so they fully unzip. The entire front of the shoe lifts off, opens up, so it's nice and wide, and you're supposed to just be able to step in. But for some reason, with these boots, it's like they're too small, but they're not, because once they're on and zipped up, they fit perfect, right? They fit just like a glove. They're perfectly fit. But for some reason, I go to step into them, and that's when they seem like they're too small, because my toe is all the way as far in as it can go, and my heel won't go into the shoe. If Joe was putting them on me, he can manage to get them on no problem. He has a little trouble zipping them up, because again, it's like they're too small for some reason, but once they're zipped, they're fine. It's almost like they shrink every time I wear them, and they need to be re-stretched. I don't know. Anyways, and so I was struggling trying to get them on. So then Joe's like, okay, try using your gripper. So grab the back of the shoe, hold it, and try to step in again. Hopefully this will hold the heel up. It didn't work. I still just ended up stepping on the back of the heel, and it still just pushed down, and I wasn't able to flip it out and up. So then Joe thought of a shoehorn. And so he cut I think it was a Gatorade bottle up, right up the side, so it was like half the Gatorade bottle slipped down into the back of the shoe. So in theory, the shoe would stay in place because there's something solid against the back of it. Well, the first time we attempted that, it just ended up slipping under my foot, and that didn't fucking work. So then Joe held it in place, and I'm like, but you're not going to be there to hold it. In theory, you're going to be sleeping. And he's like, yes, but you could use your gripper. I'm like, okay, so we did that. Well, that worked in some parts where it didn't shove the back of the heel, like the outside of the heel wasn't pushed down, but I was still stepping on the inside of the heel, like the inside had scrunched down. So that's not going to work. I attempted to put my foot up on the bed and reach down and try to put it on. I couldn't reach. Between my belly being larger, protruding out, and my arms being short, I just wasn't able to reach down far enough to be able to put my shoe on that way. So I have to be able to either step into it or put it while sitting down in the chair, try to be able to put it on that way somehow. But I've had zero luck. I don't want to cancel my appointments. They are important. They are the nurse appointment to have my stoma cauterized, the granulation tissue cauterized, and everything like that. Get supplies and stuff like that for my stoma. And so I don't want to cancel it, because that would mean I'd have to cancel Monday and Wednesday. And if I cancel it, then that's not getting done, which means I'm only going Friday, which means it's going to end up all of the work that we've done to be able to get it to the point where it is now, where it's finally starting to heal. I'm going to push that back again, because I have to miss 2 days. So, I am reaching out to TikTok to see if anybody has any advice, anything that I can try. If you need to see me attempting to put them on, I can try to take that video in the morning before I go to work. Right now, it's almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm frustrated to hell, and I'm not fucking fighting with them again tonight. So, if you've been in this position before, or if you have any ideas, please share them with me. I'm trying my fucking damnedest to be as independent as possible. I am tired of having to rely on other people to get shit done. So right now, the only thing Joe helps me with, he helps me with my stomach care. That is something I have learned how to figure out to do by myself. It wouldn't be easy, but, like, I could, like, stand up and do it in front of a mirror if I had to. For right now, he doesn't mind helping, and so we're leaving it at that. But, like, if I was on my own, I could get a mirror. I could manage to make that work. But right now, if I was on my own, I would literally be stuck prisoner in my home, never able to leave my home, because I can't get my fucking shoes on by myself. And that is pissing me fucking off. And so I apologize for my language. I apologize for coming across very crass. But I am so bloody well annoyed. I finally am at a point in my life, I'm doing my meds by myself. I can do all of my feeds by myself, like all my formulas set up, my pee like set up, everything like that. I mean, that I've always been able to do by myself. But, like I'm saying, I do that by myself. I no longer need a PSW to bathe me. I can bathe all by myself. That's great. I found tools to make that work and everything like that. So this is the last step. The last step that I need to be able to be independent and not have to rely on anybody else. And I need that because I can't always guarantee between my work schedule and Joe's work schedule that I can get out of the house with Joe. Normally these appointments are booked first thing in the morning. However, tomorrow I'm working at 9 o'clock, which means the earliest I can usually book an appointment, because they open at 8. Which means I'd have to be there for 8. Well, I can't get there for 8 because Joe don't get home till 8. So the earliest we can book is 8:30. Well, the issue with that is, get there for 8:30, get my stoma done, and get back home all before 9 o'clock. That's not happening. It takes 20 minutes to get up to the appointment. So I have to be able to take the bus. I have to go on my own. But I can't get my damn shoes on. So please, if you have any advice, help the girl out, because I seriously just want to be able to do for myself, right? The only other thing I can't accomplish by myself at this time is laundry, and that's only because I can't reach the bottom of the damn washing machine. We did try my gripper that I got off Amazon. It literally just, like, it's, how do I show you? Where is it? I don't even know where it is right now. Okay, so my gripper is missing. I'm not sure what happened to my good gripper. But anyways, it folds up, and so when I go to lift the laundry up, it bends. It literally bends. I guess it's just not heavy duty enough. And so that's the only thing I can't do by myself right now. But again, if I was living on my own, I would just have to either use the laundromat, or if I had a washer and dryer at home, I'd have to make sure it's a front loader, right? There are ways around trying to be more independent and tools that I can utilize and stuff. But what can I do about the shoe situation? Buying new shoes is not in the budget right now, right? I did just buy new shoes for indoor shoes, so I don't have the money for boots right now to get new boots. And unfortunately, in Ontario, if you're from here, you know we just got another hit with snowfall over the weekend, and by tomorrow afternoon it's supposed to get worse again. So I can't go out in just regular shoes, because I guarantee you I will slip and fall, and I really don't feel like doing that. Thank you very much. Because my shoes I can get on. The shoes, no problem. It's just these stupid bloody boots, and I don't know what the issue is. So I'll show you the boots I have in case that is important for help. So these are the shoes in question. You can see how they unzip. There's a side view. You see how they unzip. So you're supposed to just be able to step in. The insoles are not in them because that's what makes them deep enough for the AFOs. But this back part keeps getting pushed down whenever I try to step into the shoe. And I can't go heel in first because of the lip here. The lip at the front here. If I go heel in first, I can't get the toes in because I can't just, like, crunch my toes up and put them in because they're in a brace, right? So the brace can't move. So please, if you have any advice on how to get my foot into these without the back going down, tell me.